What is up, YouTube? It is Doc here, Docky Style Gaming, and I am back at it again with another GodFall video for you all today. Now, this video is going to be a bit lighter than normal just because I'm covering some stuff that I've been meaning to get to on the channel, and I'm only going to be breaking down a small excerpt from the recent express.co.uk article. And then we did get some brand new news that actually just dropped today that I want to talk about as well from the CEO of Gearbox himself. So, like I always say, without further ado and wasting any more of your time, let's hop straight into this info. So, starting with the newest bit of information that was just posted today by the CEO of Gearbox himself, Randy Pitchford, we got our first physical copy of GodFall, and it's the Ascension edition as well. And according to Randy Pitchford, it's also the first next-gen game off the press, which kind of makes sense because GodFall, I believe, is like kind of one of the first games to go gold within the next-gen titles. I know Miles Morales just went gold a few days ago, and then Cyberpunk just went gold like a week and a half ago. So it definitely makes sense that their game is the first out on the press to be released for next-gen consoles. But what's also pretty interesting about the pictures we got to see we got to see how the disc looks for any of you people who are going to be picking it up physically. We got to look at the inserts inside of the case for the exclusive items that you'll get with the Ascension edition. And then we also got the little code insert for expansion number 1. Now, to me, why this is pretty interesting is because I know most games generally do put their code for their upcoming expansions, especially in the looter genre. And typically some of them have them already prepped and ready, prices and everything like that. But the fact that we already have it in there kind of leads me to assume that we might be getting this first expansion sooner than later. Now, we do know that it's coming out in 2021, so we shouldn't be expecting it this year at all, but it might be pretty early 2021. Now, I'm not going to say January, but I could see it potentially being late January, early February, especially if they follow Gearbox's similar strategy when it comes to releasing DLCs for their Borderlands games. And as I mentioned in my previous video, the devs already confirmed that they are working on the first expansion already, potentially meaning that most of the bulk of the game is already finished. They're probably just polishing up some bugs, probably working on day one patch and things like that, but they're already hard at work on the first expansion of GodFall, which again kind of leads me to assume that we'll be getting it earlier than we probably expected to. So I'm pretty hype about that, and I'm pretty curious to see what this expansion is going to be all about. Granted, we still haven't even got the game, so we don't even know what the full story is going to be, but I'm still kind of curious to see what this next expansion is going to entail. Now, switching gears to the express.co.uk article, we got some more information on the Valorplates. Now, again, when talking to the technical producer, they pretty much call the Valorplates the equivalent of classes. Think Destiny with your Hunters, Warlock, or Titans, or Borderlands with your 4 different classes like your Gunners, your Sirens, Operative, Beastmasters, things like that. Well, in GodFall's case, we have 12 different Valorplates, or essentially 12 different classes to craft and ultimately choose from. Each of them with their own passive traits, archon abilities, which are like their ultimates, and unique augment constellations, which are essentially their skill trees. But what makes these unique is that each Valorplate spec into different roles, meaning some Valorplates may be more tanky, some might be more supportive, some might just deal more damage, so you can kind of pick and choose which type of Valorplate fits your playstyle and how you want to build your Valorplate. Now, when we start the game, we will all start in the Silvermane Valorplate, which is the lion one that we've seen in just about every bit of gameplay that's out there right now. But we can unlock all of the other 11 Valorplates in any order that we want. They aren't locked behind any form of level gating or even story progression according to the devs. You farm the resources you need to craft, and the Valorplate is essentially yours. And you're not crafting individual parts of the armor, you craft the entire Valorplate as a whole. So once you have the recommended crafting resources, the Valorplate is yours. So if you're just eager to unlock the new Valorplate because you like the design of it, or potentially because you like the skills that it has, you can essentially grind it out to unlock it at your own pace. Now, if you want even more details on all 12 of the Valorplates in games, their archon abilities, or just breakdowns on a few, be sure to check out my GodFall playlist, because I have tons of videos covering all things GodFall already on the channel. So now that I got a bit of that Valorplate info out of the way, let's hop to the last bit of this video, which is honestly something I've been meaning to talk about, but I just haven't, because personally, it doesn't bother me in the slightest. But I know some people are really upset about this. Some people probably don't care, there, and some people are like, what did you expect? And I'm in the boat of, what did you expect? So let's talk about the elephant in the room when it comes to Godfall. It's that it requires a connection to play online and solo. I know, shocker, right? A co-op focused looter that requires a constant internet connection. I mean, it's not like other looters do that, like Destiny 1 or Destiny 2, or even Warframe or Division 1 or 2. I mean, heck, Anthem, Avengers. Whew, okay, whoa, now it's starting to get a bit dark. I'm kidding, but all seriousness, yes, the game requires you to be online to play both solo and multiplayer, though the devs did confirm that you won't actually need PlayStation Plus to play solo, even though it is online, which again is something to kind of be expected. Now, I have talked to people in the comment section, and I understand why some people are upset about it, but to me, it just seems like a non-issue, especially when it comes to some of the other bigger looters in the genre that I mentioned. I want to say bigger in Anthem's case, but other looters in the genre, this is the norm at this point. 99% of looters are like this. Now, are all of them like this? No. I know I'll get people in the comment section mentioning games that aren't like this. I mean, you could kind of classify Monster Hunter as a looter, and you could play that solo. I mean, and even Gearbox's own Borderlands is like that. Though if you've played Borderlands, you know the experience of playing solos, where it kicks all your hotfixes off, you can exploit the game a lot easier and things like that. So I don't know if Counterplay and Gearbox is trying to avoid that going with the next gen route, but again, to me, it seems like a non-issue, though I do see both sides of it, and I do understand why some people are a bit upset. Like I said, I've seen people talk about it in the comment section, and I've even seen people ask about it in the comment section. So like I said, this was news that kind of broke a bit earlier, mainly whenever PlayStation officially let you download it, because they kind of had to put that it was required to play online for both solo and co-op. So that's when the news technically broke, is when PlayStation officially had their digital downloads available. But again, like I said, to me, it just didn't seem like an issue, but boy was I wrong, because literally the day that came out, every article was just losing their mind over it, and I'm just like, why? But again, I have spoke with other people, so I understand why some people are a bit upset about this. But I still wanted to put this in a video for some of the viewers that are potentially wondering as well. So that's about it when it comes to this video. Now, before I fully end it, I do want to say I will be leaving a link to the Discord in the video description for anybody that wants to join. With Godfall getting ready to gear up, I know people might be looking for groups, LFGs, or maybe just want to chat it up, whether it be builds, customization, things like that. We talk all things, not just Godfall, but other games we play. We're always meeting up, sharing different things in the Discord. So if you want to join, chat it up in there, definitely feel free to hop in the Discord, because we're a friendly community, we don't bite. So definitely be sure to check out the Discord if you're interested. But now, with that out of the way, I'm going to end the video. So thank you all for watching. Like always, be sure to leave a like if you liked the video, leave a dislike if you didn't. I am out of here, guys. Links to all my social media accounts are in the video description. Thanks for the love, thanks for the subs, peace.